What's up, guys? It's Spittoons TV Week 8, Episode 8. It's your commish, co-commish. Let's get right into it.
Yes, sir.
Highest scorer, yours truly.
No shit.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Damn
Bringing it
you.
back. Just by 5 points. I think it was like, what, 2 points off where it could have been you or me.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. But bringing it back, highest score, gonna be showing it here. Hopefully, it's just consistently me. If not, damn. But gotta start
Damn,
it off
man.
right.
I wanted those 15. I already told you I owed somebody 15 last week, so I didn't even get to use it.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
then next up, we're adding back a recap. Just want to give a little shouts out to Tex Mexana for
Grinding through it.
grinding through that rough of a matchup. Mezcal Papi beating Chubb, dude. Chubb's matchups by one point beat Tex Mexana the week before by one, and I'm sure there was another close matchup there. These matchups have been fucking insane. A Rojas continue dominating. Jay Moley with a good performance against
Yep.
rookie. Jay Moley has been fucking clawing his way back into the playoff picture, taking down another formidable foe in rookie, and then finally, Cool Kid Savage. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I almost shit my pants. It was
Yep.
such a fucking close one. I had to make sure I tighten it up. I was like, fuck CMC. I had to have at least a 30 point gap between me and him in order to have a chance to fucking fight him off. It was
It's scary. It's
yeah, it
scary
was really
looking at
scary.
that.
And then new segment here. Well, I guess new ultimate.
Old
I guess we're just
favorite.
doing,
Yeah.
yeah, old favorite. And we're doing it, we're bringing it back at least for the mid-season. We have more data, right? For co-commissions, mid-season contender, pretender.
Okay. So
Break it down.
starting off with the contender, he invested heavily in the Ravens, and we were waiting for the Ravens to pay off.
Fuck off.
I'm big into the Ravens this year, and it's in all my other leagues. I just couldn't get them in this league because Kamish
Mhm.
likes them too. The Ravens just went out and put a fucking beat down on the
Dude.
Lions. One of the better run defenses in the league. Didn't matter. They ran the ball. They passed the ball. Now I know this team is for real, and we're seeing what that upside can do. And when you factor in some of the additions he's been able to make at running back to fix that zero RB, he also did. Brees Hall coming alive, getting some spot starts here and there is going to help. But I like the future for Kamish himself, and I'd be scared to go against that fucking Ravens combo. So everybody beware. This team is not your regular 4-3. They're going to be a problem. On the flip side,
Flip
I'm,
side.
there's a lot of people who could have been the pretender. Don't get
Mhm.
it twisted. None of y'all are
Like it's
safe.
that close. Like tell me, how
Yeah.
close would you say? I mean, I guess you see it here.
Well,
Savage Dev is.
so for the record, 6th through 10th place is all off by one game.
Mhm.
So technically, everyone's a contender. So I could have picked rookie here. I could have picked Lil Chubb here. I could have picked Tex-Mex here. There's a lot of
Mhm.
people who have questions about their team. But when I go to think, okay, what are you going to need in the playoffs? You're going to need the high upside, and you're going to need depth, like in terms
Mhm.
of to get to that point, right? Because we don't know who's going to be healthy, right? So some things that I did in Savage's team that make him a pretender, at least for now, is one, the Fields injury is killing him right now. Because if I'm in the playoffs and my quarterbacks are fucking Russell Wilson and who's your other guy?
Joshua.
And Dobbs, who Kyler got activated from IR. So if he
Mhm.
gets his job back by the end of the season, you only have Russell Wilson until we know what happens with Fields. That is
Yeah.
a scary proposition. And a 2 quarterback league, well, I mean, it's super flex, but you got to play quarterbacks if you can.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're at a disadvantage. You're disadvantaged against
That's
your
gonna be tough.
team because you got Lamar and Herbert, be at a disadvantage against mine. I mean, like there's teams where that quarterback, and I said at the beginning of the season, you don't have the quarterbacks to compete. I don't think you're winning the championship. So that's an interesting piece there. He's got great running backs. I can't take that away from him.
Fucking amazing, yeah.
We have to see them. The other two hit, Kamara and McCaffrey, are arguably two of the top three running backs in the league the way they're playing right now. So like, I'm not saying he don't have stars. Godera's come around. Nico Collins has been a surprise, but that quarterback thing scares me. And then at the tail end, remember we extended the size of the starting lineup. The tail end of the lineup scares me. Who are you playing at your other flex?
Yeah,
like is Palmer going to stay the guy the rest of the season? If not, are you trying to count on Judy? I'm worried about it right now. So he's an example of a pretender, but everyone could be in here next week. So don't get it twisted. It's not the only one.
Sweet. And that leads us into our power rankings. We had A. Rojas, Tex Mexana, Chubb, Rookie, Savage, and me last time we talked. And now this week's power rankings. Lead us off. Who's at number one?
Why you
You like to see it, don't you?
Why you make me do that, bro? I'm over here blushing. I mean, it's me right now. I think I also took over the highest points for. So now
you did. That's really what has you at number one, even on our regular rankings. I think you're the second closest is me, and I'm off by what, like 12 points. I had Tex Mexana's performance last week, and that leads us to our number two, Tex Mexana. And why I think this one that may be a little controversial. I still believe she's the number two team. You gotta, she clearly lucked out. Clearly, that means that she has some luck in this on top of just skill, right? Because I mean, you have Tua, her top two, Tua, Tyreek Hill, going off week after week. I think she has some luck in there because I mean she should have lost this week with Bijan not showing up.
I don't know that it's luck. And here's something that like I think everybody needs to understand is like close matchups are not intended for you to always keep winning all the close matchups.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
She lost a close one, she won a close one. That's how variance is supposed to work. Like it just makes sense that she would have eked out a small win when she already eked out a small loss.
Yeah. So I mean it evens out. I'm leaving her at 2 because at the moment everybody else below that needs to step it up to at least for sure become a contender. At number 3.
Let me jump in because you have a case to be number 2. Like
no, don't say that.
A really strong case. No, I mean, I'm not trying to sit here and glaze you up, bro. But like, man, the upside is crazy with Lamar, Breece Hall, poor Jefferson, but that makes Addison better. Andrews, I mean, Jacoby Myers is extremely efficient right now in a super concentrated and funneled offense. Like you just have a lot of pieces, and you're like, all right, fuck, like where's the weak spot? When you line up the matchups and you're like, okay, who's going to win each matchup, and that's how we pick players sometimes or pick managers sometimes who's going to win. It's hard to pick against you in any slot. So, I mean, you're scary. I don't want to play you.
I gotta keep myself down because you just never know, especially with this like anyone can cause any upsets, anything can happen, especially in this league. So we'll just have to see. At number 4, he did lose to me last week, but I still have to bump him up, man. Like hell of a performance. And that was with Dobbs and Russell Wilson performing the way that they have. Like this was the expectation that we had for them. They didn't perform, and he still scored a decent 144 points, right? I mean, Christian McCaffrey, Dallas Goedert, Alvin Kamara. He still has, obviously, I mean, you're on the opposite side, especially with the pretender side of things. Obviously, you can't really.
No, and he's still up there in the rankings. Like I'm still co-signing his spot, but the question I have is like, are you like a pretender to me is somebody who, even if you're in the playoffs, are you gonna win?
Yeah.
And I don't know yet.
Yeah, but I had to bump him up because he still had the third highest, second or third highest.
Yeah, huge output. Yeah.
Yeah, he still had high output. Number five, drop in 2 slots. Little Chubb eked a win out last week and unfortunately wasn't able to do the same
The
this
variance.
week.
Yep.
A lot of variance in his team. I think his team is, I mean, you have JT emerging as that RB1. I think his team is set out to get him to that championship level. It's just there is a lot of variance there. And number six, previously not ranked. Do you want to talk about him?
Jay Moley, at the draft, we thought this was the team to beat. He had some injuries, some
Mhm.
tough luck, but the team's finally coming together. Is he a contender just yet? I don't know, but when you got Pat Mahomes going against Denver, you got Amon-Ra St. Brown going ham. It looks
Great
good.
season coming up, yeah.
He's getting some wins, stringing them together, and coming back from the dead. So give the man his credit.
Hmm. And then, yeah, that's it. Let's go to the next section.
Damn.
Week
Every
five
time
with Poppy was great.
we've
Week
met,
6, 7, and 8,
we've
another
updated this
Poppy.
document every week. We just haven't gotten the chance to like put it in the
Yeah,
shows.
to actually show it.
So as you guys can see, it continues to be Poppy Watch. We are not getting the panels. So
All right,
wait up.
go ahead.
Let me try to put a thing here. We're gonna only have 5 minutes. Do you want to try to do each one for 1 minute at a time or close it and open it again?
Close it and open it again.
Okay.
Well, yeah, close it and open it.
Okay, so then we'll try to do two right now if we can. If we only get one, then we'll just close it here.
Honestly, I think we get 1 minute in
I think we can.
1 minute in
We just won't
each.
both
Yeah.
talk and just give a quick.
Yeah. All
All
right.
right. All right, let's try it then.
All right. Next up, matchups and pick'em. You notice A Ra's record just keeps fucking going up. Mine's slowly creeping up there. A Ra's fucking mind reader, or I don't know. I don't know what you're doing there, but you're fucking calling your shots and you're nailing them. Let's see if you
Thank
can
you.
do it again this week. Savage Jab, Little Chub. It's going to be a good fucking matchup. Both teams 4-3, and both teams 4-3. Both teams barely just lost. So it's going to be a good matchup to watch. I have Little Chubb having the slight edge over him, and again, it comes down to quarterbacks. Would anything different you got to say? Because I know we
No,
both chose him.
I'm on the same page with you. Yep.
Hmm. All right. Next up, who you got? Cool Kid Coolero.
So Cool Kid Coolero, I just finished talking about your team this whole time, and it ain't changing my mind. Lamar against the Ravens against Arizona, Brees against the Giants. The matchups are prime right now. I think you're going to go off this week. Probably get your money back. Fuck you. I wish it was me. What do you got
Yeah,
for?
and then
What about Jay Molly
I
and Mescal?
for J. Molly Mescal, and I sorry, preface why I chose Coolero. Again, it comes down
Oh, I
to
didn't even see
I'm
that.
it's fine. I'm rocking with Coolero just because I'm just don't want to jinx
I
it.
just want to
That's what it comes down to. I
greedy.
agree with you fully, but I'm just trying to be greedy here. Next up, J. Molly Mescal Pappy. Another fucking good matchup. J. Molly Riser, Mescal Pappy fighting for his life. And it's going to be a good matchup too.
One game back.
Unfortunately, unfortunately though, Desmond Ritter against Tennessee is going to be a tough matchup. Losing Jerome Ford, injuries just keep piling up for the man, and like it, I just see the meme of the dog in a fucking fire. I just see the other meme of like, stop, he's already dead. Like that's what it comes down to. Is just injuries just keep piling up. Man needs to make moves. Josh is a riser, and I'm going with Jay Molly on this one.
So I'm right there with you. So
Next up,
then
Diego Rookie.
Diego Rookie. Um, I'm going with Rookie. You're going with Rookie.
Mm-hmm.
And they both have some tough matchups and some guys who are
They
facing
do.
negative momentum. But when I look at Diego's team, I have so many questions. I have less questions about Rookie. Henry against Atlanta. Atlanta's one of the better run defenses in the league. Najee Harris giving up like half of the workload to Warren. Ridley's been a dud. Chase against San Francisco, even though they did get beat last time around. Like San just lost. San Francisco just lost. But I'm just like, man, Jamison Williams could give you zero. Like I've got so many questions. Watson, is he gonna play? I got so many
Is he gonna
questions when I
play?
look at this team. Like I'm worried. And I think there's a little more consistency on rookie side. I like some of his high upside players. I would go rookie easy this week.
Yeah, and I mean I agree with you there. I think rookie will take this one. And both 3 and 4 teams, one of them's going down to going up to 4-4, 500 team, and the other one's going down to 3-5 to potentially join one of uh, Culero and Mezcal Pappy down there. So we'll see.
Sure.
Finally, A Rojas, Tex Mexana, gauntlet match. Mano y mano. It's gonna be a fucking
big
good
dogs about
one.
to
Like
eat.
big dogs about to eat. One of them's gonna fucking go wild. I have Tex-Mex Anna winning. You have yourself winning. Why do you feel like you have the shot this week to take down Tex-Mex Anna?
So the things I'm worried about with Tex-Mex are Bijan and Tony Pollard. On my side, I am worried about Mostert, but I just think I like my matchups right now. If New England brings a good game plan, I worry about the Dolphins. So those are the question marks I have, and I just honestly I got to ride with myself. I got to do
it. Yeah, better than what I do. And then I mean I agree with you there. I think you have the better matchups. Purdy is fucking vulnerable, and against Bengals that have been doing really hot on the defensive side of the ball, it's tough to root against you, but still Anna I feel like has